Hello everyone, this is Sir RJ from ICSA, and this is our first beginning lesson for Adobe Premiere Pro. So in this lesson, I'll be discussing about the interface of Premiere Pro and how we can get started with using Adobe Premiere Pro. So the first thing that you will see when you open the Premiere Pro is this is the dashboard. So the dashboard, we have many different options here, like for example, checking the recent files that we have already opened before, and also creating and opening projects. So I'm just going to show you how to get started. First, we have to go here on the new project since we're starting from scratch, and we can name here the project. So for example, in this case, I will name it test. And you can also change the location of the project. So we'll click on browse, and if you want to set it to a certain location, like for example in the desktop, you can select the desktop and press select and then create. Once that's done, it's gonna ask us if we want to give access to the desktop folder, which of course I will allow. And it's going to ask us what type of files we want to import. In our case, I don't want to import any video or pictures at the moment, so I'm just going to press on the skip button. Okay, now let me explain to you the interface of Premiere Pro before we get started. So in the top side, we have here the menu bar. This is, it has all of the different functions for us to edit, but the main thing that we need to consider here is of course the file, because this is where we save the file and we open the new file. But for now, I'm not going to go more in depth about the menu bar since we're gonna tackle this one in a later lesson. The next thing that I want to explain is the workspaces. So the workspaces here, we have the import workspace, we have the edit, and then we have the export. So if we are just in the beginning stage of the editing, usually we need to press the import button so that we can import the media. Once we imported it, we go to the edit, we do all of the editing here, and then once we edited it, you have to go to export. This is where you export the video. But for now, of course, we did not do any editing yet, so we cannot export anything. So we will go back to edit. Okay. Now I will explain to you how to import your videos and pictures so that we can start editing. So in the bottom left corner of the screen, you can see here the project panel. Project panel is where you will import your media. Media means you can import your picture, video, or music or sound effects. So in our case, we will go here on import, and we are going to try to look at the exercise file. So inside the exercise file, there are many different folders. You can just simply use any folder just to quickly import. In my case, I'm going to go to the number 5 lesson just to show you an example, and then try to import here one random video. So I'm going to import the video called final output. So I'm just going to double click, and you can see that my video is already imported on the project panel. If I want to import another video or another picture again, what you can do is you can simply just double click on the empty area. So we'll double click here on the empty area, and then we're just going to select here another media. So in my case, I want to select now a picture. So we just have to double click, and you can see that my video and my picture is already imported. But I cannot really see the video yet. So what am I going to do? I'm going to just double click on the video, and it's going to open one panel called the source panel. The source panel is where we can preview the clips before we even start editing it. So if I press the play button here, you can see that it's going to let us preview the video. You can also press the spacebar button to play it. Okay, but the source panel is just for previewing, not for the actual editing. If we want to start editing a certain video, what we're gonna do is we need to use this panel here called the timeline. By the way, if your interface in your Premiere Pro doesn't look like mine, that's because the workspace is currently set to vertical. So if you want to change the workspace to make it look like the default, in my case, it is set to vertical. So we're gonna go here on the option for window, and then you can see the very first option called workspaces. So if you want to set it to landscape mode, since we're editing a landscape video, just go in a workspace, and the one that I usually recommend is called editing. So we're just going to go to editing, and you can see that the interface of Premiere Pro should change. So let me try again, window. Okay, now it loaded already. So once we want to start editing, we just have to use one of the videos here. In my case, this is the one, and drag it on one panel called the timeline panel. This is the one. So if I drag it and release it, you can see that the timeline now opens. Now, what is a timeline? Timeline is where we do all of the editing. This is where the magic happens. So when I drag a video, you can see that the timeline opens and it gives me the video, the duration of the video as well. So if I move my playhead a little bit here, by the way, the video that we're editing has a music, so I'm just going to remove it and import another one. So just double click and import another clip like this and just drag it on the timeline. So if I move it now, you can see there's no audio playing. So if you want to zoom in on your timeline, what you can do is simply just hold the Option key and scroll up. So if you have used softwares like Photoshop, Illustrator, or any other software, this is how you can zoom in also, same way. So I can use this one, or I can also use this slider right here on the right side for me to zoom in and zoom out of the video clip or the timeline. So now, if I want to add another media on my timeline, you can see here we have the video 1, video 2, and video 3. That's the meaning of video, or V1, V2, V3. It means video track 1, video track 2, and video track 3. So if I import a logo on my clip and I drag it on top of the other video, it's gonna cover it like this. But if I drag this one, the video, on top of video track 3, it's going to cover the logo. So make sure that your logo is all the way up here. Okay. Now, also in the timeline, this is where we do all of the cutting. So for example, if the video is quite long and we want to trim it down to 10 seconds, what do? We will need to move this line called the playhead. So the playhead indicates which part we are on the video. If I move it by dragging it like around here, you can see that it's going to say here 9.21 milliseconds. So the more I move it forward, the more the number changes. And right now we're currently at the 10-second mark. But I want to make it perfectly 10. So what I'm going to do, instead of moving the playhead like this, what I'm going to do is just click here on the 2 and make it 0. So that will give me exactly 10 seconds. Okay, now to trim it, what we're gonna do is we just have to click, and then you can see the end part of the video around here. When you see the symbol, you can just simply drag on the left, like so. That will make sure that the video is short. Now, if I play the video right here, you can see that the whole video is only going to last around 10 seconds or 10 minutes. Okay. For pictures, if you want to make sure that the pictures is extending throughout the whole duration, what we can do is just drag it to the right again to extend it. So I'm using the edge of the picture to extend it. But this one will only work with pictures only. Of course, if it's video, the length is already fixed, so we cannot extend it. Okay, it only works with pictures. Okay. Now, I forgot to mention that we also have here the program panel. So the program and the source is very different. Even though right now it looks quite the same, the program is where we see the final output of the video with all the editing, while the source only shows us the sample of, or the preview of the files that we are wanting to edit. So if I double click on this, you can see the source will change, and I can preview the clip before I start editing it. And the program shows me the final output of the video. All right. So now we have some different panels here, which I'm going to discuss, like the media browser. Media browser, we don't really need this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close it. So if you want to close any panel on Premiere Pro that we're not currently using, you can right click on it and close panel. Likewise with the templates, since we are not going to use it for now, I suggest we close it all. So right click close, except for the effects, I'm going to leave it like that, and right click close. And this one as well, right click close. For the search panel, I don't need it also, so just right click close and right click close. And for the properties as well, just right click close. So we don't really need much at the moment. If you want, you can even try to follow the same interface that I have, and it should be good now for the other lessons. Okay, so again, just to summarize in this lesson, we are discussing about the interface of Premiere Pro, how to start editing the clips, cutting the clips, and also importing your videos here. So you can try to do some practice, try to import one or two videos, and then try to arrange it in a layer, as well as trimming your layer, and of course, adding some pictures to your clip. So please do some practice, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.